You have 2,000 more viewers than Kevin Smith does right now, just so you know.
Kevin Smith is streaming?
Yeah.
What's he streaming about?
His
let's stream snipe him for a little bit. This one's for Hayden and for Nolan.
Cheers, Hayden and Nolan, man.
Hayden Nolan.
Yeah, Kevin Smith has like a weekly show that he does.
Yeah, it's Fat Man on Batman or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, still does that?
Did he intentionally do it over Flashcast because it's Flash?
No, he's been doing it for a while.
Oh,
you want to know what's funny? He actually did a Spider-Man comic, giant size Spider-Man, and you know what the plot of that is? You want to know what the plot of Kevin? And this is new comic. It came out like a month or I think last week. Actually,
eating a lot of food.
No,
what?
The plot of this hardcore Kevin Smith comic is about Spider-Man having a rip in his pants and has to get them fixed.
No.
And it's in his butt.
No, that's not really what it is.
That's the plot. It goes Doctor Strange.
I call bullshit, man. There's no way.
I'm not lying. That's the plot of the book. Is his pants is whipped, his little poopy pants. So he's got to swing around and find a way to get his butt ripped.
But you know what though? Considering the state of Marvel Comics right now, it's fine. I mean, compared to everything else,
well, that's true.
Well, they've got a couple good comics, actually. The Ultimate comics are actually pretty good. Ultimate Spider-Man's great.
Yeah, but everything else in like regular continuity is awful.
Dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit, yeah. But the Ultimate comics have been pretty okay.
Did you see what the Fantastic Four tried to do by releasing like tickets before even Superman released tickets to say that? It's embarrassing, man. That is so embarrassing.
You want to know what's even more embarrassing, Rhino? Is that it outsold Fantastic Four's pre-sales simply through the Amazon deal.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a limited screening, no less.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
And they tried to play it off, saying, "Oh, they sold the most tickets." Like what opening? I can't even remember what the headline was.
Yeah, but
what's funny is that Fantastic Four had to fake that they were crashing like Fandango and all the website and all of like the ticket sales when Superman actually did.
It did,
took me all day. It took me all day to get my stupid.
Did you switch browsers?
No, I was on my phone because I was on vacation.
I had a problem on Chrome. I could not get Fandango to load on Chrome, so I switched to Brave.
On my phone, yeah.
I switched to the Brave browser. I didn't have a problem.
Yeah, as soon as
I
it
did
went
it through the
live,
Amazon
I tried
app.
to go on Fandango to like get my ticket, and I could not. I could not get my ticket. I had to wait until like later on in the afternoon, and I mean I'm by myself, so I had to find the one theater that had like the one seat left open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
That's actually kind of good for Superman, to be honest.
I think so. I got a ticket for the Tuesday show.
That's what we're talking about.
I got a nice seat right in the middle ish.
Yep, I got lucky and got it early too, but then I checked back later in the day and everything's full on top of it all.
For Superman.
Yeah.
So
see, that's really good for Superman, and this is the difference between
the
way
Superman
that promoted them.
So I'll tell you this about Amazon, or not Amazon, about Warner Brothers in this movie. The fact that they're putting it out early like that, that's a big gamble because it's 2 days before the movie comes out. And if the word of mouth from those crowds are bad, it could kill the movie.
You're not wrong.
I think that's going to be, I honestly think it's going to be the biggest movie of the year, probably.
I think they're confident in the movie, the fact that they're doing this.
Yeah, I think the biggest movie of the year, easily.
I mean, I think it's going to be the biggest opening. I don't know about the biggest movie of the year because we got an Avatar and some other things coming up yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I actually think Jurassic Park's going to beat Superman.
I wonder.
I'll put a caveat on. I'm going to put a caveat on this. If the word of mouth after those 2 days is good, I think you could see a $300 million opening weekend for Superman.
See, Jurassic World has a problem. It has, first of all, they're trying to do more scientifically accurate dinosaurs. And I'm not so sure the kids are going to be into playing with a 6-foot turkey. Because, like, have you seen that raptor scene? No, I'm serious. It literally looks like a 6-foot turkey.
Well, I've seen the toys, though. They don't look bad.
There is some regular ones. Like, they do have the regular T-Rex and other ones. You're not wrong. But the other problem it has is a girl boss problem,
They're arresting the press guy.
because Scarlett Johansson is the star. So yeah.
she is hot.
Yeah, that,
And
it's
that is a
true.
factor.
This is the first
But-
Jurassic movie to not have a male lead.
But okay,
Oh,
but the
it's
Still,
last
she's
the
wearing a
last
tank top
2
the
or
entire
3
movie. I'm okay
I'm
with
not
that.
saying that. She is a
But-
movie star. She's got that going for her. At
But
least.
Tom, the
Well,
Scarlett
the other
Johansson's
three-
tits are a national treasure.
I think
I-
the other
I
guy
agree.
that she's playing across to is gay.
Of
That's
course he
probable.
Give
is.
a she's
They're
gay
just-
or
they're
not,
just
as long as
making
she's
her
wearing a
right.
tank
The
top.
advertising.
As long as she's wearing a tank top in the entire movie, I don't care.
No, no, the
You're hav-
guy.
You're
not
having a
Scarlett
masculine
Johansson.
female character and then a feminine masculine.
She's not
male
very
character.
masculine if she's wearing a tank top showing those
No,
titties
well,
the entire
she's
movie.
supposed to be like a hunter special ops. Like
That's my
she's there-
point, though.
She's
Yeah.
there to protect the guy. So
But as long as
like,
she's wearing a tank top showing those titties the entire movie, I don't really care.
yeah, that's fine.
I agree.
Well, the problem is, Flash, is the guys have been going to
Now
see
I've never
these
heard it
girl
in a
boss
month.
movies. What was that, Tug? I'm sorry.
I said I've heard the word tank top more just now from Flash than I've heard probably in a month.
Depends on
I
where
mean,
you
she
hang
knows
out,
what
Tug.
she's showing them titties the
Advertisement
whole
for
movie.
Jurassic Park. Want to see tank top and some titty? National
Oh,
treasures.
Brie Larson in the Marvels, where she's wearing the tank top, and everybody was like,
Oh,
"Yeah, Brie Larson."
God
tank top."
damn. Yeah.
It's been a while though since Scarlett Johansson showed her titties though. It's been like a while. You know what I mean?
She's
Well, she
been
knows
bad
what
mouthing
she's
all that
doing.
shit,
That's why she's showing them in this movie because she wants
Yeah,
it
This
to
is
be
the
big.
thing, though,
No,
Tom.
she
is that the
figured
last
out that
two-
like she figured out that all that feminist talk just wasn't working, so she went back to what worked for her, bringing her titties out.
Good.
But is it going to be too little too late? Because that's what I was like.
no,
Because everybody said
dude,
Furiosa and
Tom,
Ballerina were fine.
Tom,
but
Tom,
The
Tom,
age
it's not
old,
gonna be too
it's
little,
the age
too
old
late.
sales pitch. I mean,
You
look
gotta
at
remember-
Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade on PC right
Mm.
now is killing it.
You got to remember.
What's that
Tom,
at
the
right now?
last
Let me check.
two
We're in peak
Jurassic-
hours.
You look that up. The last 2 Jurassic Park movies, Tom, did really well, and they were both shit.
But they also went down the same amount as the Star Wars films, almost, if you look at their box office.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair call, but I still think that.
And this one has none of the OG stars in it. Doesn't have Chris Pratt. And yes, I will agree that
But
ScarJo
it
is a
has
bit
the
of a draw.
D-Rex.
But the
Chris
so,
Pratt-
so hang on. I want to ask Tom a
I agree.
question
Chris
then.
Pratt kind of carried. They like really.
I
relied
agree
on
with
Chris
that
Pratt
too.
to carry the.
People are
Jurassic
saying
World movie.
she's. I didn't know. Is Scarlett Johansson 40 years old?
Okay, so by the
Yeah,
end of
That's,
Yeah.
she's a banging 40.
I'm curious, Tom,
she-
if you were to rank Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World, whatever the f- you want to call it,
right.
and Superman, how would you rank them in regards to their final box office?
I think it's going to go Superman, Jurassic World, Fantastic Four.
Really? I
Yeah.
still think Jurassic World's going to beat him.
I don't know. The kids are really talking Superman. Like they're really hyped about it. Like that's the thing we don't
That's
understand. Or at
interesting.
least
See,
a lot of us,
I was right.
a lot of us in the normie community aren't really paying, or us in this community aren't paying to attention to what the normies are saying. They don't care about all this other shit that we're griping about. Kind of like with Lilo and Stitch.
It's true, but I will tell you,
They
the
just see another
normies.
Superman
Hang
movie.
on. But the normies that are paying attention will go and watch something like Fantastic Four, and they are rolling their eyes at, let's say, the female Silver Surfer. They are starting to realize what the problems actually are.
Well, and that also
Right,
has a
so-
Pedro Pascal problem too.
And there is that Pedro Pascal problem. And also, too, the fact that Johnny Storm is going to be a little bitch and shit like that.
I think
That-
Johnny
that-
Storm is going to be a homosexual. in the
That
movie.
movie, Fantastic Four, is going to be a
Oh my
disaster. We can all
Remember,
agree that
so here's
Fantastic
the
Four is
here's
gonna
the
be a
key
No
words
way.
on that. So remember in the Fantastic Four interview that they did with Entertainment, it was all about finding a way to bring Johnny Storm to a modern audience.
Yeah.
He looks kind of flamboyant in the
Yeah, you might be right.
trailer.
I agree.
I think
my
Johnny
God.
Storm gonna be a man's man twink.
Yep.
I think
he's
he's
gonna be a
homosexual.
That's it. It's
Oh,
He's a
dude.
fair.
Could you imagine they make Reed Richards marry Johnny instead of Sue?
Stop.
They
it.
make Reed Richards gay and
Stop
make
it.
him
Oh, no,
go
he's
for
already having a
Johnny
kid. We already
instead
Send
know
him
of
a
that.
shot.
Sue.
Rhino needs a shot. Stat.
he's gonna be a flaming homosexual.
Well,
He's
and
gonna
here's
be
the thing Disney's going to
Flame
have going
on.
for it. With the
Flame
Fantastic
on takes a
Four.
new meeting.
And I guarantee you this is going to be one of the headlines. It's going to be the highest grossing Fantastic Four movie of all time. That's about all they're going to be able to say.
No, but
And it
it'll
might
only
open
be for
number
the
one at the
opening
weekend.
weekend. They'll only be able
Yeah,
to
they'll
say
have
that for
number
the
one opening weekend,
weekend.
maybe, and then it'll be the highest
Correct.
grossing of the Fantastic Four because none of them have grossed over like $200 million.
Yeah.
So,
Real quick, let me get we got some subs. Jesus Davila gifted a membership. Thank you. Good to see you, Jesus. Comics Dad became a member. Thank you. And Me Meister became a member.
Remember,
Thank you.
say it more flaming. All right, hold on
Meister.
1 second. Hold on. Let me flame on.
flame on.
Is that better?
Flame on, gay boys. Flame on,
Flame
gay
on.
boys.
The problem is that there are no S's in
My
flame on.
prediction for Fantastic Four
Flame
is that the movie's going
turn-
to end. Human Torch is going to die. Probably they're going to go into the new timeline because
Die
I remember-
sucking a dick.
probably yeah. But I have a feeling he's going to die because when they were announcing all those, remember that they did that thing with all the seats and had the names.
He's
on
not
it?
gonna
that's
die.
everything. Yeah.
No,
And-
if they're
and,
gonna make anyone die, they'll make the Thing die. They'll make
No,
Ben
no,
Grimm
no, no.
die.
I-
Yeah, no,
I have
so they
a feeling-
can,
I
no,
was
they'll
his
do
name
that.
die.
Hang on,
Hold up,
Damien.
hold up.
They will do that so they can bring in She-Hulk.
Was it? Did they not have his name in the seats in Endymion? Because there was a character who
No,
supposedly died.
no.
Yeah.
They did, but the reason why I'm saying that is because he was, if you look it up, like Joseph Quinn was apparently very surprised to see that he was being cast in Doomsday, like he almost didn't know about it or something, which makes me believe that his character probably sacrifices himself or something to allow them to get away. Because we can talk about it now, I guess. Like at the post-credit scene for Thunderbolts is you see the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
You see the ship coming in, but that's
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
Excelsior.
I'm just saying. So like
You know who's on that
Just saying.
ship?
Doom probably.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Doom was on that show.
Well,
Really?
I don't know
haven't
about-
seen
I
it.
have a
haven't
feeling
seen
they're
it.
going to kill
Yeah.
Human Torch, and then a variant of him is going to come back in Doomsday probably, because he is the one that notoriously in the comics sacrifices himself to save the rest of them, right? So
Maybe.
Well,
then
in the
yeah.
in the
Yeah, but here's the
comics
thing,
that they're
if they-
going to
if they make
base
him
this on,
gay, if they make him gay, they're not going to kill him off.
Well,
in
maybe
the
the
comics
variant
that
of
in the comics that they're going to base this on, which is Hickman's Secret Wars, which was totally made to make Miles Morales into the main
oh, that's
universe.
happening 100%.
Johnny Storm was imprisoned to become the Sun, so he was like the son of Battleworld.
They'll kill him off. They'll make the Trump allegory kill him.
Well, all I know is that there may be something to what Flash is saying and everybody's saying, because here's
Oh,
Johnny's new
dude.
theme song. Have you guys heard? They've been dropping score.
Oh, let's hear it.
That's Johnny's new theme song.
I'm so very gay.
I wonder if it might mean that he's gay.
Little Oyster
Why are
Bar.
you gay?
I'm
He's the
kidding, of
Human
course.
Torch.
No, but the music they
yeah.
have been dropping is cringe.
I'm just really
as fuck.
interested to see what they're going to do with like once like Doomsday comes out, and obviously when Secret Wars comes out and the new Spider-Man movie comes out. I wonder, like, are they just going to like soft reboot everything and then have a new Cap, a new Iron Man, new everything, and just kind of like
Yeah, I think
You
that's
know.
what they're going to do. Yeah.
That's the idea,
Damien,
basically.
I think that would be the plan, but I think that Doomsday isn't going to go down the way they think it is. They are pushing all of these people coming back to reprise their roles in all of these things, and they think that that is going to be enough for the what could you say the fan base is right now for the MCU? They're dejected. They don't care. No one gives a about the MCU
Somebody drew
anymore.
a cock on the ice building.
Nice.
So
I think
why?
they're gonna bring all
Go
those
on,
people back, and they're gonna kill them. Like a lot of them are gonna.
I
die.
don't think Doomsday is going to do what they think it's going to do. I don't think that
We'll see.
Robert Downey Jr. and the announcement, and so early too with the Robert Downey Jr. announcement, I don't think that that's going to do what they wanted to do.
The only
And
reason I think they
Fantastic Four
announced
and the flop of Fantastic Four will prove that point.
the only reason I think they announced him already
I gotta
is
get my
because A, they wanted you to be interested in these next few Marvel movies, and B, I think he does have at least a cameo in Fantastic Four. If not, he is a part of the story. We just haven't seen it yet. One of the two. Because at this point, why else would you? Because there's no reason at this juncture, or whatever you want to call it, to even announce that. Because their movies, they knew they were going to have to push it. We all knew they were going to have to push this off. I think each and every one of us said, there's no way they're going to get that first movie done in a year.
no, they delayed everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think we
Yeah, they have
all kind of predicted that. Like I think every one of us is like, yeah, there's no way they're gonna
Yeah,
get that
like
done.
the new Spider-Man's apparently gonna have like a female villain, and allegedly people are saying it's gonna be like it's supposed to be like Tobey Maguire's daughter is played by that Stranger Things girl who's like a variant of Spider-Gwen or some shit. I don't know. Whatever they're trying to
No,
do.
that would
I
be
hope that's
Spider
bullshit.
May.
Yeah, Mayday
not
Parker.
Mayday Parker. That's actually a great run. Spider Girl.
I mean, if they do that, that's fine. I just I'm really interested to see. Like,
I really
where
like
they're gonna
that
end
run.
up, because
Actually, I read it as a kid. The Spider Girl run. It's great.
yeah, this is what I wonder though. Like, once Superman comes out, and let's say it ends up being this like amazing movie that just like shatters everything, whatever it does. At that point, like DC could actually be in a position where they could actually, gain momentum. I'm not saying they could be Marvel, but I think a lot of people just don't seem to care as much about Marvel these days, at least in a movie form, which is weird because it's actually the inverse in games. In games, Marvel's winning
Likes
and
you.
DC's losing. So I just want to see what they're going to do with like Batman and stuff like that. Because with Marvel, I generally just don't care anymore, to be honest with you. Maybe the X-Men stuff I care about because that's like something new-ish, sort of.
Well,
But
apparently
everything else-
Bella Ramsey eyed for a big role. I'm thinking maybe it's Gook, Mojo,
Juggernaut.
Bleach. We have a
Just
lot of
put her in the Juggernaut suit, make a CGI, make her Rhino. Just put her in a giant Rhino suit.